Hebrew Israelites. We come out every week to let our people know who are on this side, who are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and we gotta go inside, right? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that you are the children of Israel.
That's right.
That who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, because that is not his name. There was no letter J created when he walked the earth. Now to the 1600s, his real name is Yahweh Shai, the Most High God's name is Yahweh.
That's right.
That they're coming, that he's gonna send his son back to redeem and elect out of his own chosen people. And that people has not changed since ever. It's never changed. It's always been the children of Israel. Since he chose Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I'm gonna start first by giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the house of David the elect, those that do this work in sincerity and truth, that will be chosen for salvation. Shalom. All right, another week, another day closer to the end of this whole thing. And the end of this thing is basically America being destroyed and the so-called white man being destroyed off the face of the planet.
That's right.
His whole rulership in society is going to crumble. His money system, everything, his philosophy, all that's going to crumble. Part of this month in June is this philosophy of LGBTQ, meaning man with man, woman with woman. The Most High God just set that up. So everything he's doing is against the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh. So everything the so-called white man does and was created to do, matter of fact, somebody start with Proverbs 16:4. Whoever got it. Because everything he's done is created
Proverbs
against
16:4.
Everything he's about is against the Most High God. Everything that he does, and he was created for, was to push wickedness upon the earth and to punish you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites, according to your fatherland. Go ahead, bro.
Proverbs 16:4.
Go loud.
The Lord hath made all things for himself.
The Most High God, matter of fact, hold that. Go to Isaiah 45:7. Because the Most High God is the creator. You guys always want to put the devil on an equal playing field with the Most High God. But it is not. He works for God. When you go in the book of Job, he had to ask to tempt Job. Well, he challenged him. What could, he threw it at him. Why don't you go try to tempt Job? When he tried in Matthew, when he tempted the Lord, he had to ask to tempt the Lord. So he ain't on no equal playing field. The Most High controls that. Yeah, come on.
It's Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness.
The Most High God created the light and the darkness, both sides of balance of everything. Go ahead.
I make peace and create evil.
He makes peace and create evil. Who's the King of Peace? Who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shai. That's who's the King of Peace. So he had to have the King of evil. Who's the Satan and the devil, the deceiver and the adversary. Adversary to what? Adversary to righteousness. He had to put that in place. You got something else right quick?
Yeah, Job 12:16.
Go for it.
Pick it up.
Job 12:16. With him is strength.
Oh, Salah. He got
This is the rest of 7. I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things.
He does all those things. That's the important part to put out there, right? He does all these things. He creates light and darkness, peace and evil. He creates all these things. Go ahead, bro.
Job 12:16. With him is strength and wisdom.
With the Most High God is strength and wisdom. Go ahead.
And deceived and the deceiver are his.
The deceived and the deceiver, the devil, and those that are deceived by the devil, because the word devil just means deceiver, and that's what you people are.
If I may say this, in the Latin it means deceiver. In the Greek it actually means slanderer or accuser. All right? But in the Latin, which is the word diabolos for devil, which means deceiver, because he's the biggest deceptor on the planet Earth.
That's right.
He got all the nations on the planet Earth. They're all in gross darkness because of the lies that this devil spewed out, going back to the time of the Renaissance, when he basically covered history. He put up his face as being the anointed savior. All right. He basically lied to everybody when he came out from caves. All right, and he's been continuing on with his wicked, deceptive philosophy up until this very day. And that's why everybody's in that dark darkened state. That everybody's ignorant.
In that sunken place.
You know, they're in that sunken place. That's because of the influence that this devil done had when the Lord rose him up in power. Okay? So the scripture just said that not only is the deceived are the Lord's, but also the deceivers.
Right.
The deceiver and the deceived belong to Yahweh, man.
Right.
Because the Most High, he's the one that rules in the kingdom of men.
And just like the righteous are given unto Pharaohs Heart from the Most High God, and no man can pluck him out. Nobody gonna pluck out the righteous. Don't pluck out the elect out of his hand.
Yeah.
The same way, he controls both sides of everything. If you go out and you go to Toys R Us or whatever, you buy all the G.I. Joes they got and all the Cobra, guess what? You get to do whatever you want with them. You can make Deathstroke a good guy, or King Cobra, whatever his name is. You can make them the good guys and make I forgot the main character of G.I. Joe's name, but you can make him the bad guy if you choose. You can do whatever. That was his name. You can make him whichever. You can make him whichever you choose. But the Most High God's the same way. He can make whichever he chooses.
Ecclesiasticus 33. If somebody got the apocrypha.
33?
Nobody got it, I'll get it then.
Come.
I'll get it. Ecclesiasticus chapter 33,
Yep.
verse 13. It says, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him to render to them as liketh him best.
Hey, he can render them he can use them for whatever he wants to, for his own will, the way he liketh it best to be. Like I said, if you want the bad guys from the cartoon G.I. Joe, you go out and buy the characters, or you make them yourself or whatever, you can make them how you want them to be. You can make the bad guys good and the good guys bad. Or how you can switch up teams or whatever you want to do. It's up to you. Well, the same thing with the Most High God. It's up to him who's the good guys and the bad guys. He just so happened he called you so-called white people the bad guys. That's what he did. Of course, you Edomites, right, to be more clear about it. You Edomites are the bad guys in his movie. Yeah, and guess what? For a certain amount of time, he's got the bad guys running shit right now.
Okay.
And like that's why I said the deceiver and the deceived are his. Unto the Most High God, he's allowing you to deceive those people. Go ahead, bro.
It says, good is set against evil.
Good is set against evil. Go ahead.
And life against death.
That's balance.
So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly.
That's right.
So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two, and two, one against another.
Yep, there's a perfect balance. Because he didn't just want one side to dominate everything. He wanted two sides to have that. Hey, like in the movie The Matrix, right? The last movie, you guys still ain't figured out who was the good guy and who was the bad guy. The good guy was actually the Smiths. I don't know if anybody caught that, because that had to happen. The Smiths had to take over Neo for that to be regenerated into the righteous society that it needs to be, so to speak, according to the movie. But everybody was pushing for Neo, for the rebellion of Neo. You know, but there's a whole spiritual side of watching that movie too. But just saying, when you just watch it plainly, that's the truth about it. And at the very end, but they tried to give freedom of choice in it. But anyway, at the very end, he became he just let him beat him, and that's what reset the world. You know, to make it better. Anyway, so you go back. Yeah.
Back to Job.
Job. Read it again from the top.
Okay, Job 12 and 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his.
Hey, the strength and wisdom that you don't understand is there's a purpose for this so-called white man. He had a purpose for him coming upon the earth.
Yeah.
And a lot of you people don't know what that purpose is. You think because he done deceived you with his philosophy on such a level that you believe that he's supposed to be in power, that he was ordained from the Most High God, which he was to be wicked in a wicked society. But you think that he's God, but he's not. He's the damn devil that the Bible speaks of, and the physical counterpart of it. That's who that is, according to the Bible. Thus said the Bible, and dare us to prove it. But we're going to prove it anyway, because everything he does in his society is against the ways of the Most High God. And that's what we're going to prove to you today. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 17. You want to keep going on it? Verse 17.
Was that it?
Unless you want the rest of it.
No, that was it. What did I have you reading that first?
You wanted
Proverbs 16 and 4.
16 and 4.
Yep.
Proverbs 16 and 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
And that's this day of evil right now. This is that day of evil. A lot of you people think that this is what life is supposed to be like, but this is a very low level of what life is supposed to be like, because the wickedness has completely polluted the whole earth right now. If everybody was following the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High God and His ways, as it will be in the kingdom of heaven, then and ruled in righteousness, then you'll understand the difference of how great it is. It won't be chemtrails in the sky. It won't be fluoride and polluted water. It won't be wars everywhere. But when you leave the devil in control, this is what you get. Concrete everywhere, hurting your knees and back, struggling for jobs, and struggling for food. The soil is depleted of nutrients.
Fiat currency.
The fiat false balance of currency. That's what you get. You get this selfishness, mind state of the people in general. How do you have rich people with no kids, a single rich man living in a 10-bedroom house, but then you got a 10-person family living in a 2-bedroom apartment? What kind of balance is that? That makes no sense. That makes no sense, but the world accepts it like that's okay. You know?
That's because the world has become desensitized to the rule and influence of the so-called white man.
Yep, every man for himself.
Yeah, everybody's desensitized to it. What's abnormal is normal to the average eye in this world, man.
That's right.
They believe that this is it. This is what it's supposed to be. What they don't realize is the devil got a covering over their face, man.
That's right.
He got that veil cast covering over their face, man. That they can't really see it.
And if you're able to see it and see that there's something wrong with that, then you need to really look into this Bible and look into the Spirit and latch onto this word, man. I don't mean just latch on, I mean get completely immersed into this word. Because it probably means that you might be chosen by the Heavenly Father. We know y'all out here in Vegas. I'm gonna push this since I've been back, man. I'm gonna push that. We know that y'all out here, man. Whether you speak Espanol only or whether you speak English, we know you out here. It ain't no reason that all these people live in Vegas, all these jakes live in Vegas, whether you're in North Vegas, East Vegas, or wherever in Vegas you live, that we only got a 5-man camp out here. That don't make no damn sense. I know this is Sin City, but for real though.
Hey, well, to be blunt though, if it just be us that make it up out of here, if we be of the elect, the Lord only looking for a few anyway. The Lord going, especially a city, wicked ass city like this.
But we're not even getting the locals that's showing up to know.
Right.
We're not even getting the views for them to know. So maybe they're not here, but maybe we don't know. But hey, Kendrick just said it to you, regular ass people. So don't act like y'all don't know who the Israelites are. If you didn't know, now you know. Just to put that out there.
Hey, well, Abraham, he pleaded for Sodom and Gomorrah. And the Lord was like, well, shit, find me. He started at 50, and then it got all the way down to like 10. Show me at least 10, and I'll repent.
If you can give me...
What they be saying about the symbols on that money?
It's Egyptian symbols, man. It's the Illuminati symbols.
You might break it all the way down for me.
Like what parts you mean?
All of them.
Well, the
It ain't but
pyramid, tell me which ones and I'll tell you what they are.
Okay, the pyramid.
The pyramid is symbolizing that this is Egypt, and the bondage that goes on with Egypt, because Egypt comes from the word Egypt. You can already see.
No, I'm saying.
Wait, let me ask you a question.
I'm listening to you.
Now, let me ask you a question. Did you come up here to tell me something? Or
No,
did you come up here
I'm
to ask
asking you. I didn't tell you nothing. I asked you.
yet, or not at all? You really come up here to listen?
Listening to you want to
Was
turn and
or
go,
is?
oh,
I'm asking, was or is? Because you pulled it out like you know something that
No,
I don't know.
I'm asking you.
Okay, that's cool. I just gotta make sure.
Okay, what that symbol mean?
That's the all-seeing eye at the top of the pyramid, and that pyramid symbolizes Egypt in a nutshell. Anything else?
How about this eye right here?
That's the all-seeing eye, the Illuminati all-seeing eye.
Okay, and what about that one?
That's American Eagle shit, you know? I mean, but basically, it goes deeper, but that's crumbs to the big plot of what's going on. The crumbs is knowing what those symbols put together for their agenda that they're about to push. They're about to make everybody take the chip. We got the chip out here. They're about to make everybody take this. So you ain't got to hold that money no more. So now you're going to be a part of their system. Which the moment that you're going to be the money, right? To where they're going to use you to control you. And if you don't do something, they cut you off and kill you. But the moment you take this chip, God is going to line you up to be killed in a devastating way.
It's almost like them tattoos in the morning.
Yeah. The barcode is in there. That barcode is inside there. You know? All right, bro. You gotta test Jake like
That's
that.
Jake for you, man.
See,
when you shut him down, now he's like, okay, well, I'm ready to go now. I'll listen to what he's saying, but I gotta go now. Because that's the mentality of Jake. Jake always gotta show what he know, and it's really a pride thing, man.
That's what it is, man.
You know?
That's exactly what
Jake don't never want to hear wisdom. They think they already have it.
Okay.
All right? But that was an old bottle. He wasn't going to accept this. No picture, please. No picture.
You can take pictures of the side if you need to, but not about
Yeah, this ain't no sideshow. This ain't no circus act, all
This
right?
is exactly serious business. That picture could define the rest of your life.
For real.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But anyway,
You get back on it, man. Jake, he ain't going to get it, man. This ain't for you. You old bottles, man. This ain't for y'all, man.
Yeah, don't come up here thinking that we out here on accident, man. We ain't out here on accident. The Heavenly Father put us out here and put in our spirit from His spirit to be able to edify you people about what's going on and to warn you about the real deal.
Okay.
We want to go into some shit from the 90s, man. Nobody wants them 90s breakdowns, man. That's the crumb of the cake.
That
The real
shit's
big
old,
cake
man.
is this devil is going to implement a chip that's going to put it in you to have complete control over everything in this society. He's going to treat you like products in a grocery store. The moment you go past the buzzer, the thing going to go off. The moment you do something out of character, according to what they want you to do, he's going to run out the thing. It's for complete control. So he can, matter of fact,
Yeah, you ain't going to, once you receive that, you don't need a social security card.
nah, you don't need ID.
You don't need ID. You don't need a driver's license. Everything is in that device.
You look at these movies like in that movie Minority Report. What happened with Tom Cruise? He walked in the store and they scanned his iris. It's gonna have all of that in there. It's gonna scan your chip. They're gonna know what color your iris is supposed to be. They're gonna know what type of blood type you need, how much money you got in your bank accounts. It's all electronic anyway. It ain't nothing new going on out here that you people shouldn't already see, that you can just drive it into the parking lot. They got RFID stuff in there, ready for you. Scan your license plate.
Just for self-parking.
They got facial recognition. They got all this technology. What do you think they don't just have that to use as a small instrument. They're gonna make that a big system to completely control everything. Because that's what this devil's all about. He wants to have complete control, just like we were reading. The Most High God has complete control because He made both sides. Well, He wants to be like the Most High God and control both sides.
Well, that goes to show you that the Lord created him to go against his right hand.
That's right.
He created Esau to be his left hand to go against his right hand.
Yep.
But the Most High got him in a trick bag because he believed that he's going to accomplish what he has his heart's desire set upon, which is to control the planet Earth and maintain humanity under 500 million. That's his goal. That's the New World Order.
Written on the
But
Jordan
guess what?
Guidestone.
The Lord is in ultimate control.
That's
the Lord's
right.
only going to let this devil do what the Lord wants him to do, and then once it's fulfilled what He wants this devil to do, the Lord's going to offset what this devil has pride in thinking he's going to do.
Okay.
All right. So it's just basically the battle of the left hand versus the right, man.
Right.
All right. And the right hand, the left hand is trying to magnify itself against the right hand, man. The left hand against the right. But the Most High is He's the ultimate ruler, the controller, man.
Like we say about chess, and even I was gonna use an analogy about an arm wrestling competition. If you wrestle your left hand versus your right, you gotta choose because you're the one single mind controlling both. You get to choose which one you want to win, and you almost have to predetermine which one you're gonna win or how the struggle gonna go. Well, that's what the Most High God did. Just like if you play chess against yourself, you're gonna come up to a stalemate unless you realize which one you want to win. And the first one that makes a mistake is the one that's going to take the advantage, and the one that makes the kill strokes is the one that's going to win. But you have to predetermine that, as the Most High God has predetermined His chess game on earth between the left hand and the right hand, light and dark, good and evil. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, He's trying to make Himself the Most High God on the earth, But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart to believe he had the same type of power. And what did the Lord do? The Lord brought his ass down to show him the real power.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord is doing, ultimately doing with the so-called white man. The white man trying to change the dynamic of life on the planet Earth. So, and that's basically building it's basically uplifting the pride that's within him to think that he's on the level of the Most High.
Right.
But guess what? The Most High got him doing what he's doing just so when the Lord finally comes down on this devil, he's going to show this devil that, nigga, you was just, I created you. You can't go against what I set up, man. You know? I'm the one that ruleth in the kingdom of men. I'm the father of spirits, man.
That's right.
So all the wickedness that you're doing, I'm only allowing you to do it, man. It's only to fulfill his will. That's it. For a certain time, man. You know? The Lord has let the beast out, you know, from out of the bottomless pit.
Yep.
All right, and now the beast is out there doing his thing, but then the Lord's gonna put an end to that beast.
Right.
And that's the time that we're living in, man. So that's the battle of good and evil right now. You know,
Because he predetermined how long. That's why it said he given them bounds that he cannot cross.
yeah.
To roughly paraphrase.
Job 20:21 and 20.
Yeah, he let him out for a certain season, and he thinks he's gonna accomplish his goals, but he don't know when that season's up. We don't even fully know when that season's up. Neither side knows. But we know we looking at the prophecies and signs. Exactly, bro. We looking at the prophecies and signs, and we getting close to the end of this thing. You can see the society crumbling. You people want to uplift this society like this is the righteous way to live, like this is the best it could ever be. It is for the devil. If you're the devil, you would love hell. This is hell. Which hell is a condition played out on earth. The hell for us, for the righteous. If you like wickedness, yeah, this is heaven for you if you love wickedness. But if you like righteousness, this is hell. Go ahead, bro.
The second Esdras 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of that follow?
Yeah, when is it going to switch over from this wicked ass society back into a righteous society or into a righteous society? Well, the prophecies have to come to pass, and this is that time. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob held first the heel of Esau.
Yeah.
For Esau's
That was symbolic. It's going to say it. Go ahead, bro.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So if you know who Esau is, that should be the top question in every Bible. If you don't know that answer, that should be the number one question. Who is Esau? First off, that's actually more important than who's Jacob. Really, because he has nothing good coming to him. I want to make sure I'm not Esau. Well, guess what? Esau is biblically known as, the biblical Edomites are known as the so-called white men. That's who they are, generally. You know, I have to say that as a general statement for you guys to understand it. You know, that's who that is, the people that's ruling the planet, the wicked, the deceivers.
That's Satan, man. Keep it going. Now, you know,
anyway, go ahead.
Satan
bro.
always gonna send somebody to.
The hand of a man is betwixt the heel and the hand of the question. You want that? Esdras asked thou not.
Go back up
Read
to
that again.
verse 8.
Okay. Second Esdras 6 and 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob hand held first the heel of Esau.
Symbolizing that at the end of Esau will be the beginning of Jacob. And the struggle that them two would always have throughout all history. Go ahead, bro.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Esau is the end of this current state of this world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So if you once you know who Esau is the so-called white man, and then if you know who Jacob is, who are the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans who became Israel, who are now the Israelites, and the Israelite is who you are from birth. It's not somebody that you can pray, you become if you weren't born. You have to be of that seed, of that father line to be an Israelite, or an Edomite, or any other nation. That's how you become that nation, by the seed of your fathers, passing it down to you. You are who your father's seed are. So it doesn't matter what you look like. They don't care about skin color.
Ain't no spiritual Israelites, man. Ain't no
I'm
convert to being
an
another
African
nation.
in nation, but I'm an Israelite by spirit. No.
Yeah, I'm a spiritual Israelite. That's all.
You're by
That's
seed,
all
I mean.
dog. That's dogma, man.
Right.
That's a pseudo dogma, man.
That whole and that Gentile breakdown for you is just over your head, man. It's still talking about Israelites in the Gentile state of mind that may look like the heathen that they're scattered amongst, confusing the faces. Right, go ahead, bro.
Verse 10. The hand of a man is betwixt the heel and the hand Other question.
The end of him is his heel, Esau's heel, and the beginning of Jacob is his hand, pulling him down. Matter of fact, if you can grab it for me, Daniel's 7:18. Whoever got it.
Daniel, chapter 7, verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom.
Who are the saints of the Most High? The Israelites. Who you ignorantly call the Negro, Latino, and Native American. They're so-called because that's the name the so-called white man and his control system and his philosophy put upon these people. And we use that and we put the so-called on it so you can identify with who they are today. A lot of times your church pastors don't tell you who people are today because he either don't know or he wants to keep the dogma lies going.
That's right.
The false philosophies and what's that called, bro? Theology of his society, theological breakdowns going of his bullshit religion. He don't tell you who it is, and he just leaves it open-ended when these are important questions to know. Who is Esau? Who is Jacob?
Blackout, Friday the 13th.
Go ahead, bro.
Let's read that again. 2nd Ezra 6 and 10. The hand of a man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question. Esdras asked, thou not.
Yeah, and he don't because he was asking too many questions. So stop. Ezra wanted. The angel wanted Ezra to stop asking. Man, you asking too many questions. You don't need to know that from now. Go back to that.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom.
Take the kingdom. That grabbing Esau's heel was betwixt the point of us taking the kingdom from Esau. Because right now he has the dominion on earth that Isaac gave to him as a second blessing, but not as the major blessing that he got passed down to who he thought was the firstborn son, but prophesied to give unto Jacob and not unto Esau. Go ahead, bro.
But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
So that lets you know that the so-called white man ain't the real Jews. That lets you know he ain't the real Jews. Those gutter rats over there in Israel that run all of these major societies in America, in these towns, hey, they're not the real Jews. Their kingdom's going down. You can see that because they're supposed to have taken the kingdom and possessing it forever. How'd they do it? That's why they tried to put the little 6-day war and so in the Balfour Declaration, like that's going to put them in position. No, it's got to be a major event that goes down. Yahweh Shai, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, has to come back and make his presence known upon the earth to rule the earth again. But where's he at? If you're blonde hair, blue-eyed Jesus, or strawberry blonde, or whatever you want to call it, blue-eyed Jesus, where's he at? Why is he not making his presence known upon the earth like he's supposed to in the kingdom of heaven? Why are there still wars going on? Because but you people don't ask these simple questions. You get so confused, you just let it go and just go with the flow of society. Well, you're gonna go right into the flow of society, into a concentration camp, and ultimately to be destroyed.
Good.
Right.
Thus saith the Bible. Read that part again.
But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Go to Romans 9.
This is Romans 9, verse 11.
Verse 12.
Keep going now.
For the children being not
these demons,
yet
they're
born.
proud.
I almost forgot.
Yeah, these
I almost
demons,
forgot.
they're roused up, man. They don't. The demons that's getting on these people do not want this word coming out.
Right.
So you're gonna always hear people heckling, you know, when the word comes out, or being disruptive, or saying, you know, trying to basically be sarcastic and mocking shit. That comes with the territory, man.
And they're that liquid courage right now too out here.
Yeah, and they drink it. You know, hey, the jokes really on these people, especially Esau. He think that this shit is gonna continue forever and ever. He don't know. We're reading his downfall right now. Right now, we're going into his downfall.
Reading his obituary.
Yeah, man. We're reading his horrible, terrible end.
Right.
So he can mock, he can scoff, he can walk around hand in hand with these cool Negroes. He can do what he wants. But the scriptures still say what it say.
And
All right.
does what if somebody did not believe? Does that make the faith of the Most High without effect?
Yeah.
The Most High forbid.
Okay.
It's gonna go down regardless. Regardless what you think, what you want to happen, it's gonna go down.
Yeah, you know.
Regardless. So we out here telling you, because we fully are persuaded through faith that it's gonna happen. And we have the evidence going on in society. Like, just to bring out this thing about Trump. Trump is literally helping to fulfill prophecy.
Yeah.
How is he doing it? By making the whole world and all his allies or former allies hate him. By everything he's doing, by not wanting to chip in and help out on the climate control no more, trying to save the earth no more. He's like, man, I ain't wasting my money on that shit. We can waste it on building coal, paying the coal miners or whatever in America.
Yep.
Which, as if you're an American and you don't like this, you're fucking stupid, by the way. Just as on a carnal level, but spiritually, we love it because he's only further pushing the destruction of America. He's putting America in position to get to. He's bending America over to get a missile right up its ass, straight up. I can't say it no plainer than that.
And he's causing the division amongst Esau.
Yep.
It's even funnier. You got some politicians who was on the news just this morning. The one cat who ran for president and he lost a few years ago. He was the leader of the DNC. Well, he was on the news and he constantly was saying that Trump don't represent him, he's not his president, and so forth and so on. And the commentators had to come back and say, whether you like it or not, he's your president. You can keep yelling at it if you want to, but you're looking foolish up here by saying it, because he is your president. Because the majority of the American public voted for him.
It's like, I heard right. There was a news reporter, I might have been CNN or whatever, I don't remember, but they don't even call him President Trump. They was calling him the President of the United States. But they don't want to acknowledge him by name that he's the president. Well, it don't change
matter.
things.
It don't matter.
It don't change
Whether you believe or not.
Whether you like it or not, it's what it is.
Still is.
He represents the USA, man.
And the people here.
Oh, did not Macron, the president of France, in response to him pulling out of that deal, the slogan that Trump is known for making is make the U.S. great again. He turned around and said, well, since you backed out of this deal, we're not making the world great again.
Right.
He said, well, let's make the earth great again. You know, that was basically him speaking against Trump, you know?
But it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, it ain't gonna do nothing.
The world will be great again, though. The devil's out of the world.
Yeah.
When the righteous are in authority. Hey, well, you ain't got to get it, but when it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, and when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. Yep. To roughly paraphrase it. Everybody good? I'll go ahead and Romans.
Romans chapter 9, verse 11. For the children being not yet born,
And it's the part that y'all don't like. And it only sucks because you had no free will involved in this. You had no choice in this. You just had to deal with what was chosen for you. But too bad. Go ahead, bro. We didn't choose to be the righteous, but hey, we happy we are it.
Okay.
Go ahead. Or to go through this captivity and slavery. But we gotta go through it. Go ahead, bro.
for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, for that purpose the Most High, according to the election,
According
might
to
stand.
election. What does election mean, bro?
Electos, which means
Electos.
to be elected, to be
To
chosen.
be chosen. Yeah, basically somebody had the position to choose for you. It sucks, but hey, that's what it is. Your president was chosen, whether the elites put him in whether the people put him in. Somebody chose it. He didn't get to put himself in.
Really, it was the elites.
Right.
The elites chose who was going. They put everybody in the seat.
Ain't nobody getting in
every
that seat
every
without-
president that ever became president, it had nothing to do with the votes of the people.
And that's
It's never about the vote of the people.
And that's
They
their
give the
mind
people
state.
the illusion to think that their vote is what puts that president in office. Man.
Right.
Y'all should have been woke up to that, man.
Right.
People are but they're in that sunken
losing their
place.
choice. Yeah.
They're in that sunken place, man. They think that they really got some say so in their
Through the electoral college, we have a choice through the Democratic Party. No, that's just something to keep you preoccupied while he putting things in order to fuck you up later, to better control you.
And there is no two sides, man.
Nope.
Because it all leads back to one solution.
Yep. Because
You know,
I was just gonna say, because he's trying to be in the position of the Most High God, and the Most High God chose. That's what we're talking about here. He chose who was good and who was evil, according to his election or his choice. Well, they do the same thing because they want to be like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. You want to say something else?
No,
Go ahead, bro.
That the purpose of the Most High, according to the election, might stand.
That his purpose, the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand. Go ahead, bro.
Not of works, but of him that calleth.
Not of what you do, but of what he wanted to happen. Bottom line. I know y'all, it's a bitter pill to swallow that you were chosen to be the devil, but guess what? You were. Just like our people were chosen to be the children of God. Same thing. It's not up to you. It was up to him, and this is what it is. Hey, and the cold part about it is right now, at least be happy you got a choice, a chance to even be in position to rule anything. But this is what you do. We can't leave you. If you would have ruled the world in righteousness, which was not meant for you, but if you had ruled the world in righteousness, it wouldn't be going down like this. You wouldn't feel so bitter about it. But you're the anti-righteous, anti-anointed. So guess what? You gotta do the things that the anti-anointed would do. Just like we gotta do the things that the righteous would do. Go ahead, bro.
It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
Said unto Rebekah that the elder shall serve the, not Isaac, because Isaac wasn't in on this. He didn't know the secret plan that the Most High had. He was given to Rebekah to help fulfill that plan. Go ahead, bro.
As it was written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Now it's written in the book of Malachi. Keep going.
But shall we say then, is there unrighteousness with the Most High?
Yeah, just because you don't like the outcome or the road that you was put in, is that unrighteousness with the Most High God? No. You don't say, hey, how come you chose Heath Ledger to be the Joker and Christian Bale to be Batman? That ain't right. No, the director got the chance to choose that. And they paid both to the perfect team. Whatever movie, you ain't arguing about who was the good guy and the bad guy. So don't argue in the Most High God's movie. Go ahead, bro. There's not a righteousness with it.
And that goes back to guys like Vocab, No Class Malone,
Yep.
the James White, the Edomites, and all these different Christian organizations that's coming up against the Israelites. They're getting afraid because this word is starting to become established all throughout the planet Earth that we are the Israelites, and they know all the scriptures regarding Esau. So if they happen to be Esau, this is the reason why they're fighting tooth and nail to try to persuade everybody that we ain't Israel and they ain't Esau.
Okay.
That's why they're saying, oh, Esau been done away with, and you native Americans, you can't be the Israelites. Why? It's because they're afraid. But really what they're doing is they're afraid. They basically rebelling against the Most High.
That's all.
They just don't like that the Most High set it up that way, man. So that's the reason why they coming against us, and they're trying to twist scripture to try to fit their narrative or what they feel is appropriate, man.
Okay.
But you can't change the will of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? You can't put nothing to it, neither could you take away, man.
Okay.
All right? So guess what? The Lord, if He made you an Edomite, you an Edomite, man.
That's right.
Like this devil right here, he's an Edomite.
That's it.
Okay? All you so-called white people, you're the Edomites.
That's right.
All right? And you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Natives, you're the Israelites.
Yep.
All right? Good is set against evil. You're the good, and these so-called white people, they're the evil.
You're just
That's how the Lord
state of
created
mind.
it, man. That's just how He dealt. That's what the Lord. That's what He wanted.
Yep.
All right, that was His heart's desire, and guess what? He created it, man.
That's what it is.
That's what it is, man. All All right, there's nothing that's nothing with vocab, no class Malone can do about it. James White, the Edomite. All right, even you niggas that are Israelites, G-Man. All right, was it G Consciousness, whatever this nigga name is. All right, all you niggas that faithful to the devil, all y'all guys, man. You broken up against the order of the Most High.
Right.
You have a problem with the Most High's majesty.
That's right.
With his righteousness,
Yeah.
with what he chose to be righteous. There is no unrighteousness with the Most High God.
That's right.
To answer that question.
Yeah.
He chooses whatever he wants, and whatever he wants is righteous because he has a righteous reason for it. Whether you like it or not, whether you understand it or not. His eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun. So we don't understand his mind. So we have to just deal with what his plan is.
Yep.
Bottom line, there's nothing that you can do about it.
Yep.
You can fight, you can argue, you can cuss, you can kill, whatever you want to do, but only what's gonna happen is what he allows to
You can
happen.
have your little questions.
Yeah, you can ask 7 more
You
questions.
can keep asking questions till you go to the place, man. It's not gonna change the will of the
That's right.
That's a simple ass question. When I looked at those questions and I hear brothers answering, those look like questions that you didn't know that you really wanted the answer to.
Yeah.
Some of them was that you didn't know the answer to. Some of them that you wanted a forum to be able to switch up the meaning of
He
it.
got his answers.
Yeah, you got his answer. You
Got your
really gonna
answers.
get the answer when it all comes down. You gonna really get the answer. When all this is said and done, you gonna really get the answer. Go ahead, bro.
What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy.
Hey, it's up to me. I don't give a shit. If I had 2 sons, I could whip one of them ass if I just proved it. I'll fuck your laws. It's my kid. I could whip his ass until you catch me or until I feel like I don't want to no more. And I could just bless one the whole time if it's mine. If I bought 2 cars, I could run one of them off a cliff and never drive one if I want to. So what? That's what the Most High God is saying about he can have mercy on whom he will have mercy. And he don't want mercy on you.
Okay.
You ain't getting mercy. You Edomites, y'all ain't getting mercy. The Most
That's
High
right.
God is going to take you out of your rulership position and destroy you. Thus said the Bible.
That's right.
And he going to uplift those lowly ass niggas, spics, and wetbacks and Uncle Tomahawks. He going to uplift us, put us in a righteous place as kings and priests, as we should be. Ruling the world in righteousness and have all the rest of you people in chains in captivity underneath us. Thus said the Bible. Go ahead, bro.
And I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
Uh-huh.
Verse 16. So then is it not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but the Most High that showeth mercy.
Read that part again.
Okay. Verse 16. So then is it not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy.
Yeah, it ain't about your will, man.
Yep.
All right, there's nothing you can do. It's not about your will. It's about his. Let his will. Let thy will be done.
Yep.
Okay. So if you got a problem with what's written, then basically you're in opposition to the will of the Most High.
And that's exactly what this
And that's
devil
what this
is.
devil, he's taking out his, basically what this devil's doing is going on a temper tantrum,
Yep.
destroying mankind, destroying the animals, destroying the earth, because he's not happy with what the Most High made him.
Yep.
He's not happy with what the Lord gave him. When he got blessed by Isaac, he wasn't happy with that, man.
Hey.
He wanted what the Lord promised to Jacob.
Hey, lend something to your wicked ass, rowdy ass cousin that mama don't have control over him. And guess what? Let him borrow something that he's jealous of yours, that he's jealous of you having, and watch him destroy that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, oh, you got these new Tonka trucks? Let's see if we can ride with real cars in the street. Like I know all y'all done had a family member like that.
Yeah.
But that's how this white man is with the earth. He knows he ain't gonna get it, so he gonna try to ruin it for everybody. Fucking, it ain't mine, so I might as well ruin it for everybody.
And you dumbass people that really you really have a serious attachment to this devil. You want him to continue on in his wicked rule. You're just like the fishes that's swimming in a dirty ass you swimming in a dirty ass tank, and it's one shark, the biggest fish in there and he's basically he's polluting the water that y'all all gotta swim in.
Yep.
All right, he's shitting all over the place. All right, I mean he's doing the most, and basically you people represent the fish that's willing to swim in that dirty ass water, and basically you don't want the shark to be taken out of that
Right.
tank that's eating you up, that's shitting all in your water, that's destroying your habitat.
Yep.
You the fishes that just I just want to swim around.
fucking with me right
You know,
now.
he ain't
Good.
messing with me right now.
Yep.
You know, I'll swim around him. You know.
I'm one of them fast ones that he can't. He
Yeah.
don't even like me really. He don't eat me like.
But meanwhile, you dying, man.
Yeah.
You dying in that water. You know.
Yep.
You getting your family. He eating up all your babies, swallowing up all the tadpoles that y'all having, man.
Right.
You know.
When this devil's in complete subjection, and really at the point when he's completely off the earth, that's when the whole earth is going to be in balance like it's supposed to be. He's in complete opposition to the whole world. Everything that the Most High God set up this world to be created as, he opposes it. Whether it's gender, like you can't procreate man and man, woman and woman. That's anti-life. The Most High didn't want us to do that. You can't have a balanced childhood or a child, little daughter or son. He don't even want you to have a daughter or son. He just wants you to have a kid with no gender. But he was born with a gender though. How do you know? Because he has a penis or he doesn't have a penis. But y'all want to go and uplift this whole society of genderless. I don't want to be confined. I want the choice of. Why? I'm telling you, in that video that Jason A put out, bro, he really said. The lady really worded like, so there's a 3-year-old that's transgender, right? He says, so they brought their parents to my office and said that they don't, no, they didn't do that. The 3-year-old didn't do that. The parents brought that child up there, man.
The child
They
did
told
not
them that.
come to that office.
The kid did not come to that. They put that in that kid's mind.
Exactly.
Or the subliminal messages on all these goddamn SpongeBobs and cartoons and shit did that to that kid. But the parents was dumb as fuck for allowing that to go down in the first place. If that ain't what they put into that kid, if they didn't want that for that kid. That's the beauty of, matter of fact, I'm all over the place right now.
Yeah,
I need something.
It's the spirit of Baal and the spirit of basically the spirit of Satan, basically. Man. Because when you doing that to your children, it's like you might as well sacrifice your child. Whatever demon, which really the demon of this world is Satan. Or he always been the demon of all worlds. All right, but that satanic vibration that's over this world, the things that you're doing under that satanic spirit, it's like you're getting